everybody. Very warm welcome. It is Tuesday, the 19th of April 2022, and warm welcome to this live broadcast. So we're doing a few live broadcasts over April, beginners taster sessions, just to see if we can entertain some people and show you a few solo dance steps. So what is so different about these solo classes? Well, that is just it, solo. We don't need a partner. You could dance with someone if you had someone, but if you don't and you're on your own and you're wanting to practice at home, then this is perfect. What I'm going to show you tonight is beginners solo jive. So this is a few entry-level steps. So if you've ever done jive before and you've forgotten it, this would be great. If you're super advanced in jive, you might find this just a little bit easy because I'm going to start from the beginning. But what I'm going to do is give you steps that you can do whether you're a leader or a follower, whether you've never danced before, however you've tried to dance before and then it's failed miserably with somebody, your knees, you're not very confident, forget all about that. This is just a little bit of fun from home, and the steps I give you are easy to follow. Now, the first thing is the health and safety. Must put the disclaimer out. Make sure that you have a little area. I know I've got a big area because I'm recording to you guys, but you need a small area. So if you're sitting at home on the sofa and you suddenly decide to jump up and join in, beware of the coffee table, beware of pets and children and ornaments and furniture. So that's number one. Number two, choose whatever is suitable and safe for your floor at home, okay? You don't need dance shoes, but you just need to be safe, okay? You don't want to slip over on a floor that's too slippery, and you also don't want to have a floor or shoes on a floor that are so grippy that you get stuck to the floor. So just be conscious of what you are dancing on, especially if you're in a kitchen, you've got a tiled floor, very heavy, but super slippery. I've got a standard cheap laminate floor here. This is just a living room without furniture, okay? It's a normal house with living room with no furniture, okay? Now, it's not my dance studio. My dance studio is elsewhere. So let's make a little start. Now, the other thing I do have to let you know is the copyright music, okay? I am super careful of keeping YouTube happy. When I first started doing these videos a couple of years ago, I didn't realize about all the rules about copyright music. I can't play the fabulous songs for the genre of jive. Now, jive is everything from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, the swing, we've got Lindy Hop, we've got so many fabulous songs. I can't play them on YouTube. I will get a strike for playing music, even though I pay hundreds of pounds every year for licenses. For whatever reason, YouTube doesn't recognize those. So I've picked a couple of songs which are copyright approved, and I found them on YouTube, and it appears that as long as I put the credits in the description below, that will keep the YouTube algorithm happening. So YouTube algorithm, if you're listening to me, I've done everything you've asked, I put everything in the bottom, everything is in the description, and the two songs I've chosen for tonight's class, please do not take my video down. Anyway, that's to the YouTube gods, because I know that their computers are listening. Now, if you've been to one of my classes online before, or you've been to one of my in-person classes, drop me a little message in the chat. Let me know that you're watching, say hi. I will be facing the front for quite a while, so I'll turn around every so often just to check the chat. The chat is just behind my camera, so I can just read it from here. The camera's about 3 meters away, but yes, my eyesight's good, so I can just read it from here. Okay, so let's do a little warm-up. So I'm going to put one of the songs on, and you don't need to know the jive steps for this. We're just going to move our body. Important to have a little warm-up and make sure that we are not going to do ourselves an injury. Jive is quite intensive, so you do get into the swing of it in a little bit, and you start jumping up with the health and safety gods as well. Okay. Hi, first time, just saying hello. Perfect. So this is it. Music going on. Let's find that we'll all look ridiculous together. It's just a bit of fun. My classes are about getting people up and having a go. We're not fancy dancers and fancy teachers. There's wonderful, world-class, top international teachers all on YouTube who will teach you how to dance beautifully in the ballroom with all of the bells and whistles on. But this is about beginners and improvers getting up off the sofa and having fun. Let's make a little start. Say thank you to the YouTube for the copyright music. Now, tap step on the spot. We can all manage that. I'm going to come a little bit closer. I seem to have a stronger light from this side than that side. Julie noted. Have a little swing with it. It's like you're in the disco. Why not? Now relax. Now, ball heel action. Ball, heel, ball, heel, ball, heel. Lift up the heel. Ball, heel. If you can sit down a little bit, then do so. If you've got space, keep the arms up. If not, bring them in. Don't knock anything over. Tapping in front. Ball heel action. Now I'm going to use my sides. Look, look, look. So ball heel action and swing. Little clip. Tap it on the spot. And again, ball heel action, ball heel rock. Now we're going to go for a little walk. Make it small if you don't have much room. 3 walks, 1 tap. Wind up. Keep it small if you haven't got much room. Why not? Little clap. Little lean back. Like I said, these classes are just good fun. Learn a few steps. Can we swing quick? Ball heel action. Use your sides. Walk it out, 3 in a tap. Woo. I told you I was keeping it nice and simple. Okay guys, I'm assuming that you've never ever done any jive, or you've done like 2 classes or something and you never worked out. I'm going to face the front for a little bit. Let's take a little look at our first couple of steps. Now remember, this is for solo dancing, so we don't need a partner. So we're not doing exactly the patterns or the figures that we would do in the ballroom. Okay, this is just for fun. Now, let's have a little look and see if we can add a little side close side step. So I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going side, close, side, and I'm going to leave the feet open. Okay? Let's see if I can get back the other way. Left, close, left. Now when we first start, steps are big, steps are clumsy. Okay, they're not going to be accurate, it doesn't matter, just give them a go. Side, close, side. Or side, close, side. Side, close, side. Side, close, side. Now the key thing here is to keep the feet light on the floor, not big stompy steps. So when I move, I'm just putting the ball of the foot into the floor. There's no weight in the heel. And side. It's light. Side and side. Side and side. Side and side. Little look to the side where I'm going. Use the body to shape. Okay, the rule is feet first, work upwards. Okay, so we learn the steps, get confident with those, and then we worry about arms and head and making it all look pretty. Okay, don't worry about that for today. Now I'm going to add in 2 steps and then I'm going to travel. So we're going to get 8 counts all together. This is my favourite 8 count basic for solo dancing because it means I go to the right, go to the left. You can keep going backwards and forwards. It's nice and even. You don't have to worry too much. Let's take a little back rock. Right, left. Did you see that? I step back underneath me, lift and replace the front foot. Side, close side. Back, rock, 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 side, close side. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Let's look at a little chicken point. Chicken, yes, like a chicken. And this comes from the Ballroom Jive, chicken walks. When we do them in the Ballroom Jive, we're twisting the foot and we're having a nice little sit down. Sit down. And they're quite difficult. I'm going to go across here. We go down and we go down and we go down. Now, I don't have heels on today. I've got flats, but it's a little bit easier with heels on. And even the gents wear heels in the ballroom world. Now, I've adapted that for solo dancing beginners, which means we're just going to stick the leg out. In front, in front, in front. Nice and simple. Point, point, point. Don't need to travel, don't need to be overly fussy, but the bit that gives it a little bit of flair, instead of just planting the foot in front, is a twist. So if you can turn the arch of the foot up to the ceiling, plonk it in front, ooh, swizzle, arch of the foot's up to the ceiling, okay, and point the toes, it makes it look a little bit better. There, and there, and there. Use your tummy muscles and lean back just a fraction. There, and there, and there, and there. That's it, okay? So we're going to call those chicken points because they're not a full chicken walk. Let us put all of the steps that we've done so far together, and I put the song back on. Remember, I'm just limited to the 2 songs that I can play you. I'm saving the better one, the one that I think is better, just a little bit longer. I'm going to play that in the second half of the class. So this one, nice and simple. I will face the front. Tap step underneath you. Make it bigger. Nightclub style. Toe heel rock. Chicken points in front. Now, can you use your hands over to the side? Why not? Wave them. Use your tummy muscles, lean back. 8 count basic, back rock. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, tap it. Toe heel rocks. Chicken points. Face corner. 8 count basic. Back, one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap it. points. It count basic. There you go. It count basic. And pause. Okay, guys, so I hope you're enjoying it. Catch your breath for a second. Now, if you really want to experience some of the jive music, either just Google it, YouTube, search, whatever. But if you're stuck, have a look in the description below and you will see a link there to my Spotify Jive playlist. If you enjoy it, fantastic. Now, also, if you're liking this class, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell. There's the marketing plug, of course. And we all want a few more subscribers. I don't need loads. I just need a few to get over the YouTube threshold so I can get my own URL. So I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers by the end of 2022. We're at 69 as we stand today. It'd be fantastic if someone could hit the subscribe button and just nudge us up 1 or 2. Marvelous. Now, let's move on. Let's do a couple more steps. Facing my front. Now, the jive is very well known for flicks in the air. Go careful if you've got a small space. I'm going to take my flick and push it to the front. And then I'm going to put it down. Flick and down. Now, if you've watched Dancing with the Stars or Strictly or something like that, equivalent in your own country, you will know about the judges commentating on the jive technique. It's about fast and furious footwork. But trust me, when you first start, you just need to stay upright. You just need to get some flicks into the air and don't worry too much. If you do it and your knees aren't strong enough, you might actually also give yourself a knee injury. So if you stand there for 20 minutes practicing jive flicks and your knees have never done that before, well, you're going to know about it the next day. Small baby steps, a little bit at a time. Now we talk about the jive action. I don't just flick it out in front and stick it back down. Okay, that's flick and just step. Okay, we talk about retraction. So I flick and there's a small retraction before it comes down. Flick, retract and down. Flick, retract and down. Now we're doing a beginner's class, so don't worry about that too much. But if you're wondering what that is that you're seeing on other videos and nobody's explained it yet, you haven't seen an explanation, it's this little flick and retract, flick and retract, flick and retract, flick and retract. Okay? I highly recommend searching on YouTube for some other channels. Some that I actually recommend in my YouTube channel on my front page is Egil Smagris. Okay, his channel is more focused on dancing with a partner, but his techniques and videos are wonderful. Another chap called Leon, he has passion for dancing. He has loads of YouTube lives like I'm doing. He covers so many different ones of the international ballroom and Latin, and he also covers American smooth dances and rhythm dances. They're fantastic, so there's loads on there. There's another lady called 375 Dance. She only set up about 2 years ago as well, and she has a lot of solo dance videos as well. So check those guys out. There's many more. I can mention many more, but we don't have too much time. So let's make a little start on the next step. I've done my flicks and I've stepped on them. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and jive is really well known for this. But we've also got some corners. So why not let's flick to the corner. I'm going to flick across and step, across and step. Now my head and my shoulders are going to stay facing the front. My legs are going to the corners and so are my hips. So across, across, across. Top half facing the front. Bottom half is doing the twisting. Okay, well, it's getting very warm in here, guys. I've got beautiful, brilliant sunshine coming in on both windows. And I've got all the studio lights on in here. It is absolutely boiling. And it's not actually that warm today where I live in Northern Ireland. But that sun is coming in. You can see it beaming behind there. Right, let's have a little look at putting these with the music. Okay, so a little flick section that you can follow along. in front. Do it gently. Notice my hips are rotated very slightly, even when I'm flicking to the front. My arch is going to the ceiling. Okay, corners. To the front. Woo! Corners again. To the front. Last time, we don't want to hurt those knees. We're going to go right back to the beginning. Tap it on the spots. Toe heel rocks. Chicken points. Take count basic. Keep it nice and light. Flicking to the front. Flicking to the corners. And tap. Little rest. Grab your water. Okay, guys, grab your water. Just take 10 seconds. Especially any questions, because I can try and answer them. Now, let's move on. Take a little look. My knees are slightly flexed, which means they're bending a little bit, okay? And now I can use my knees and point them into one corner and do a few bends. Now, what happens if I decide to do one bend here, twist, and do another bend there? Twist, bend, back, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, a little bit more energetic. You're going to feel that on the backs of the calves. Okay, hold your arms up for balance. In, out, in, out. Twist and twist and twist and twist. Twist, 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 twist. Oh, we won't do too many at once because we'll lose our breath. Okay, now we are adding in a few elements of rock and roll. So in my solo jive classes, I teach you a little bit of everything. I pull from the ballroom jive, which is really from the East Coast swing. I've also pulled in from the traditional swing, the 1920s big band. You've got Charleston in there, you've got Lindy Hop, you've got a little bit of everything. Okay? I wondered what was going on outside my window. I was thinking it's beautiful sunshine. It sounded like rain. My other half is actually out there watering all the flower pots. Well, nothing like live TV, is there? Okay. Now, let us go with some of these little rock and roll style, think Elvis or someone equivalent, that sort of time from the 50s, okay? The fabulous rock and roll music. It was fast, it was furious, it was banned in a lot of places, it was debaucherous. My goodness, no, it was outrageous. So you've got to think the kids all wanted to do it. Yeah, they wanted to do it because, you know, it was crazy. Now, let us do a couple more. I'm going to flick to the corners. Flick and flick. Now, we've just done corner flicks, but we did them across ourselves. We did here, and that was a nice little ballroom jive. Okay, now I'm going to flick out and out. Yes, we do these in ballroom jive, but I've taken them from the rock and roll. And I'm going to jump a little bit. So just be careful of your floor, what's underneath you and your shoes. Just a little bit so you can see. Flick, jump, flick, jump, flick, jump. I'm on the balls of the feet. Almost look like I'm trying to do some Irish dancing, very badly. Okay, flick, jump. Pointing out to the corner, so we can add a little bit of that in, the rock and roll stuff. Now, the YouTube gods will not let me play the fabulous rock and roll music. But I do have a copyright-free, friendly, she says hopefully, rock and roll one. Okay, now you have to appreciate this. It's not my first choice, but we should be okay. Little flips. Knees to the corners. Woo! Hard work, right? I'm going to pause that one there just in case YouTube doesn't like that one. They did say it was going to be copyright free and friendly, but who knows? Okay, now let's put another step on. So you've got to think about the evolution of the jive. We started with the big bands in the 20s. We went through Lindy Hop and those sorts of things, the big swing dances. We then moved through into the rock and roll. We've come out of the rock and roll, we've moved forwards, we've got ballroom jive, we've got East Coast swing as we know it now, so on and so on. Okay, so over the last 100 years, we've got so many genres of music and so many genres of the dance and steps and influences. So let's add in now a little bit more from the 60s. I've gone 50s rock and roll, and now I've gone 60s twist. Now, not what you normally find in a ballroom jive, too much, but we do have a couple of steps where we take a little bit of the influence from the twist. Come on, everybody, let's do the twist. Yeah, you'll remember that. Can't play that, obviously, because it'll be copyrighted, but you got the idea. And like my mum always says to me, you can't do the twist properly. Okay, I'm like, well, I'm trying to get down and all of this. That's okay. So there's a bit of up here in the air, you can freestyle it. So we take a couple of elements from the twist, and let's put that in. Twist in, twist in, twist in, twist in, and close your feet. And then I'm going to do a little traveling twist. This is my heels and my toes together, nice parallel feet. Heel, pivot. I'm going to pivot on my heels, pivot on the balls, pivot on the heels, pivot on the balls, heels, balls, heels, balls, heels, balls. Go back. Heels, balls, heels, balls, heels, balls, etc. Okay? Now, be careful if you're on carpet or if you're on a particularly sticky floor or something where you've got grippy trainers. Okay? So we've got normal twist. Let's do the twist. Yes. And then we've got here, 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 here. Right? Little bit of the 60s influence. I'm going to add into that a nice little step. It's coming from ballroom jive, but it has its origins back in Lindy Hop and others. So I'm going to actually push my heels to the front. Here. Okay? So this has come along through all of the genres. Okay? Twist, 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 twist. Now I'm not twisting here where both feet are pointing the same way. You see that? My feet are both pointing one way, and then they're pointing the other way as they twist. The other one is pushing one heel forwards, whoosh, and then pushing the other heel forwards, whoosh. Boogie walks, and settle hip underneath. Boogie walks. Now, if you've got space, we can travel. Okay, we can go forwards and back. If you haven't, do them on the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're a lot easier, more forwards is more easy. Bad English that was. Going forwards is easier. Coming backwards is harder, okay? So in this section, we're going to do 8 forwards and then we're going to do tap steps back. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step. So 4 tap steps. That makes a count of 8 on the way back. Guys, the good thing about this little introduction taster session is that you don't have to remember loads of routines. I'm just showing you lots of steps. We repeat them a few times. Woo! Taking forwards. Tap, step back. Taking forwards. Tap, step back. Aha. Okay. So we've got a few of these little twist steps. Now, I'm actually going to play us another song, which we should be okay with. It's a little bit more exciting than the first one. And I'm very grateful to these people for creating this for use on YouTube. Five, 6, 7, we've got flick, step. Now I'm going to make a little jump. Twist it out. Feet together. Heels, toes. Heels, toes. Go back. Little boogie. There's your basic twist. Now, single boogie walks. I'm going to keep them on the spot. I don't have much room. Singles. Use your arms. Little flicks. Woo, twist. Heels together. Now slowly all the way to the left. Quickly all the way back. Boogie walk slowly. Double speed. Now those little Elvis knees. Balls on the feet, heels are up. Ooh, little pulls. Everyone catch your breath. Oh, we've got 2 more people joined us. Hello, lovely people. If you're watching, drop me a message, say hi. Okay, guys, so we've just talked a little bit about adding in some of the swing, adding in a little bit of the rock and roll, and so on. Let's move on. We've done the twist, we've covered that. Let's move on and let's put in 3-step sequences. Now, this is a little bit from the memory, and these come probably from our ballroom jive, okay? So, I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to flick to each corner, okay? Flick, flick. I'm then going to do a little 1 and 2, okay? It's quick, 1 and 2. So I'm going to change the weight, right, left, right, okay? Flick, flick, right, left, right. Now I'm actually going to do that on the left foot so you can see again. Flick, flick, 1 and 2. Do it on the right foot. Flick, flick, 1 and 2. Left foot, 1 and 2. Flick, flick, 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 1 and 2. Remember I said we are just beginners. So we are just getting the hang of moving our feet. Oh, Lioness, yay, thank you. Lots of happy smiling faces. I'm loving the sunglasses as well. Yeah, need that for outside. Beautiful sunshine out there. Now, listen, we get the rough idea on our feet. We're a bit clumsy. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so if you're just about hanging on here, that is fine. I'm going to change that direction just a fraction. So take a little look. Flick, flick, back, and change. Can we try that? So we're still doing 1 and 2, right, left, right, trotting up and down, but I'm going to take the first one back. So it goes back and change. Okay, let's try that again. Back and change. Now, to be super, super technical, we're going to cross it further behind. Take a little look. Back and change. Now, did you see what happened? I made this left foot go back. Think that you're a runner and you're about to set off on the starting blocks. Totally over-exaggerated, okay? But that's it. I'm like, oh, I'm on the starting blocks. I'm about to start and sprint up. So what happens is you've got to think about that, okay? So you want to go back and drop just a little bit, okay? So you want to think about it as like a little run, 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 but without traveling anywhere. You're going to go run and drop, okay? Let's do it on the left foot. Run and drop, okay? Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Back and drop. Back and drop. Back and drop. Back and drop. Okay? So that's the idea of that little step in the middle. Okay? Now, it's called a ball change. Okay? Because basically you're putting the ball of the foot down and changing. Ball and change. Ball and change. Ball and change. We're going to put 2 of those flicks in. Let's bring them back in. Flick, flick, back, and change. And guess what? We do it all again on the left foot. Flick, flick, back, and change. Flick, flick, back, and change. Guys, if you don't get this tonight, but you love this step, don't forget the wonderful world of YouTube. Once the broadcast is recorded and it's all settled down in its issue of the live broadcast, don't quote me on the technology, but I think it just takes a little while for it to finalise, so you can come back into it afterwards. I think it's about an hour or so, give or take. And you can set the little wheel, the little cog on the YouTube video, and you can slow me down. So you can do that on everyone's videos, right? That little cog sign is great because it means you can slow videos down. So if anything's going too fast, that's a great thing that YouTube does. So that's our first ballroom jive step sequence. Let's look at the second one. We are going to go and face our right wall. There's my front, and there's my right, okay? I start facing the front, but I'm going to give myself a little quarter turn to the right. So I'm going to take a back step, the right foot. I'm going to do 2 of those little flicks to the front. I'm going to do a back step, and then I'm going to do the side close side over to the other side. Lots going on. Let's do it on the other side. Remember, this is solo dance, so everything is going left and right equal. Okay, so we don't need to worry. If you get lost, we're just going to be there back in a minute. Okay? Back, replace, flick, down, flick, down. Back, replace, chassis to the side. Back, replace, flick, down, back, replace, chassis to the side. Back, replace, flick, down, back, replace, chassis to the side. Whew. That is our mooch. Okay, it actually has a proper technical term. We have mooch from our ballroom jive. You'll sometimes see it done with the flicks as points on the floor, and then you'll often see it done with flicks in the air. There's a couple of variations depending on where you've learned. That's step number 2. Remember, step number 1, flick, flick, back and change. Flick, flick, back and change. That was 1, and then the new one, number 2. Whew. I think we can add one more in. I'm going to look at that right wall again. Back and forwards with my triple steps. This little chassis, so far we've been doing it sideways. Now I'm going to do it forwards. Shuffle on the right, shuffle on the left, shuffle on the right, shuffle on the left. Okay, this is really, 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 really basic. I'm going to make it look good in a minute, but let's just get the feet roughly in the right direction. Back on the right, replace on the left, shuffle forwards, shuffle forwards, shuffle forwards, and shuffle forwards. Now, if we want to make it look a little bit prettier, we're going to twist a little bit on those shuffles forwards. But I'm going to do this with my back to you so you can see. Losing the leggings as always. Now, shuffling on my right will be shuffle forwards, shuffle left, shuffle right, shuffle left. But I'm going to put twist. So I'm going to cross my feet over like I'm on a tightrope. Okay, imagine I'm on one straight line. I mean, if you've got a plank of wood on the floor or you've got laminate floor, pick a plank and try and stay on that same plank. So right foot, chassis with a twist. Chassis with a twist, chassis with a twist, and chassis with a twist. So just a little twist over, okay? Just if you can, all right? Let's take it with the back rock, chassis, 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 chassis. Now remember, we're going to do them from left to right across the screen, so turn yourselves around. Back, replace, triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. Now, big finish, providing you haven't run out of room, I'll do it smaller in a minute. Face the front and slide. Jazz hands compulsory, okay? So we've got a bit of jazz. We've also got to think about, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, it was all big slides and big sways, okay? A lot of that came from the dancing with the big bands and the swing. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of that in. I'm going to do that at the end. So listen to the numbers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so I'm going to chassis and slide at the end, space permitted. Let's make it smaller. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And guess what? We're going to do it all on the left foot, going back the other way. Just complete reversal. Let me come closer. Oh, I always forget when I'm on YouTube, I've got so much more space in front of the camera. When I'm on Zoom during the day, on the live classes where I'm interacting with the students, the Zoom reduces the length of the focal point of the camera, and I'm like hugging my curtains. You know, I'm actually dancing with the curtains. They're my partner, right? So YouTube's very good. It gives me all this extra space. But then I forget everyone else has got small space at home. Let's go. Back, replace on the left. Chassis on the left. Chassis on the right. Chassis on the left. Chassis on the right. Look to the front. Chassis, slide. Do it again from that side. And again. That's like a big finish. Back and triple, 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 chassis, slide. Woo! Now you can remember all three of these. Well, I can because I've got it written down, but you've got to as well. We started with the double flick. Flick, flick, back, ball change. 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 I'm going to do a back step on my right, but I need to face the back. Need to face my right wall. So back step, mooch, little flicks. Back step, travel over. Back step, 2 flicks. Back step and travel over. Back step, 2 flicks. Back step and travel. Back step, 2 flicks. Back step and travel. Third one. Back step, in, out, chassis slide. Back step, in, out, chassis slide. Whoa, super exciting. Guys, we're going to do all of that with the slower song. I'm going to slow it right in the water before we do it. Okay. slowed it right down, and then we'll do it with a nice faster song. Double flicks, right foot. And again, 4 more times. Mooching. Back step, flick, flick. Back step, travel. Back step, flick, flick. Back step and travel. Do it again. Let's do it once more each side. Travel sequence, twisting. Now you can hang out longer in the slide. Why not? You want to make a longer slide? And head on again. Whee! Last slide. Woo! Back to your center. And do all of them again. 5, 6, 7 double flips. Four more sets. Last 2. We mooch, face the right. Back step. Whoop. Back step and travel. Back step, flick, flick. Back step, travel. Whee! Once more each side. Then we're going to hit that travelling sequence with those travelling chassis. A good jive waltz. Here we go, back step, jive waltz. And do the fast version. Just means my slide is quick. Woo! Freeze! Guys, I hope we're doing okay. I'm very conscientious of time, and I have a different live broadcast to do at 8:30, so I do want to finish on time. I would normally go over, but very, very tight schedule this evening. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that on. Last piece of music going on is the cool one. And I'm going to shout out every single step that we've done so far this evening. So you don't have to remember a big pattern. Wait for me, shout out a step, we'll repeat it about 8 times, and then we'll move on to the next step. I might not get every single one in before the end of the song, might not have enough time, and then we have to do the cool down. For the health and safety gods up there, I must make sure that we do the cool down, and that is recorded there on the YouTube video. Health and safety, insurances and licenses. Let's go. Let's start it from the beginning. We're going to turn it up a little bit. Tap step, enjoy yourselves. We're going to do the cool down after this. Toe heel rocks each side. Flick it in front, single flicks. And count basic. Back rock chassis. Back rock chassis. Back rock chassis. Back rock chassis. Okay, guys, no worries. Get your other class. No problem. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to finish up in a second, yeah. Elbows, knees. this. Bring those feet together. Heel toes together. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Couple of feet on the way back. Ankles to the front. Do your walks. And you're going to do doubles and singles and doubles. Double bump, double bump. There we go. Bottoms down twice, in other words. Woo, twisting out. Chicken points coming up. Chicken points. Ooh, lean back, use those abs. Now those sequences. Flick, back and change. 4 more. Mooch it out. Ooh, keep it going. So guys, if you have to run, no problem. Make sure you do a little cool down on the legs. Get a little stretch on those back calves for me. My beginners online live solo Ballroom Latin through the Zoom every Tuesday morning, 10 to 11 UK time. If you can't make it live, I provide the video recording for 7 days. Most people don't have a chance to come live. Yeah. One more mooch. Traveling step sequence this time. Wednesday mornings, 9 AM UK time, Jive fitness class. We do all this at full speed for 45 minutes of dance cardio. No stopping, no breaking down, just jump around. Whee! Oh, guys, I'm going to do a little cool down. Woo! Like cha-cha. So yes, I'm here next week, but I think I was going to do cha-cha. But I'm going to be doing these live broadcasts from now on. So yes, keep an eye on the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, you'll get a notification, hit the bell button, and every time I plan one in, there's definitely going to be a beginners and an improvers, 2 separate classes on the last Thursday of every month, and I'm going to try and schedule in the second Thursday of the month as well, so we're going to do lots. But I'm on live on Zoom. I do a lot of classes on Zoom as well, so if you look on the website on the link below, you can see all the classes that I've got live. So more than welcome to have a look, drop me an email or message through the website. Guys, I need to do the cool down, health and safety. Woo, health and safety. Okay, I can talk whilst we're cooling down. Follow along with me. Bend the knees. Big stretch. Woo! One arm. Little stretch over. Other way. Breathe those arms. I'm going to face the front. Right touch behind. Small plie position. Heels are on the floor. All going down. Tailbone tucked. The right foot, step it out. Toes are up. Lean on that bent leg, straight back. Toes going down, slightly deeper. Guys, if you've been enjoying these classes, leave me a comment in the YouTube section. It lets me know what ones people are liking. Parallel feet, face that left wall. Now make sure those heels are down. Next week might be really social foxtrot, I can't remember. I've been doing one every Tuesday for the last few weeks, 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock. And I'm working through lots of the beginners' dances. Last week was Salsa. to forwards. Here we go, left behind right. Knee down, here's a down. Open those knees. We've got lots of dances, bachata, jive, rumba, cha-cha, and so on. Lots of them to do. Step out. Toes are up. Toes going down. Also, if you like the dance fitness, I do 3 live dance fitness classes every week. There's a 7-day video recording for all of those. And I also post additional ones in my dance fitness subscription on the website, in the video library. Check it out, links in the description. Face that right wall, parallel feet. Squeeze behind, chest out. Bring that leg in, C shape for me. Let's bend down. Curve the lower spine. Looking up, arch that back. And curve. And arch. Guys, we're coming to the end of our session. Thank you so much for joining me. And if by the wonders of technology you are watching this some point in the future, drop me a comment, say hello. Go and sign up for the free subscription on my website. My members area, there's loads of free videos, there's loads of free syllabuses, links to everything, talk about shoes, there's hundreds and hundreds of hours, if not thousands in there now, of videos. And then I have the paid video library where you can find solo cha-cha plan, solo salsa plan, partner work salsas in there, LA style. We've also got dance fitness plan. You can order all of them together. There's a 14-day free trial, guys. I'm not encouraging you to just literally go on the big marketing. Like, I hate that. You watch YouTube videos, everyone's trying to sell you something. I'm just saying there's loads of stuff on my website for free, and there's a few paid things in there as well, and see how you get on. But there's a lot for free on YouTube as well. So I do totally appreciate your support, whether it be just a subscribe and a notification on YouTube, or whether it's subscribe to the free members area, or whether it's something paid if you fancy doing a little bit more in detail. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm about to sign off. I have another live broadcast on YouTube at 8:30. Link is in my channel, and that is a little dance surgery, bit of fun, bit of randomness, little bit of everything, crazy stuff for about 30 minutes, and I'll see you hopefully on that next video. Bye-bye.